Good afternoon.
Hi.
My name is Diana Kane, and I will be conducting the interview today for you for your job for a teacher's aide.
Uh, Here's my resume.
Okay, great. I was just getting ready to ask you for that. All right, great. All right, Gwyneth. Why don't you go ahead? I'm going to ask you a few questions, but why don't you go ahead and tell me about yourself?
Well, my name's Gwyneth Kane, and I live in West Alexandria, Ohio. I just graduated from high school, and I was raised in a household of 5 people, including my parents, my sisters, and me. I helped my parents with my twin sisters and had many opportunities to teach them. My mom is a teacher who works with kids that have developmental disabilities, which inspired me to apply for this job. And during the pandemic, I was actually able to act as a stand-in teacher or a learning coach for my sisters as they were being homeschooled. And through that, I was able to cultivate a teaching mentality, and the skills that I gathered through that are going to help me in this position.
Okay, great. All right, so Gwyneth, what is your greatest strength?
My greatest strengths are adapting to what a child needs. I can take the necessary content for a lesson and make it applicable and interesting to students. I understand that not every lesson plan works for every student, and I'm coachable. I can follow the direction of a teacher in the classroom.
Okay, thank you. So now, how will your greatest strength that you just shared with me, how will that help you perform?
Using that skill in this classroom can help students who struggle with the typical teaching methods to better grasp information in a way that makes sense to them. And sometimes it can help a teacher foster better relationship with both the student and the student's parents. It's always great for the parents to know that the educator is willing to adapt to the child's needs.
Okay. All right, question number 4. Are you nice?
I believe I'm nice in the sense that my students can both like me and respect me as well, but I'm not overly friendly as to confuse them, and I'm also not a stranger to them. I do enjoy helping others and enjoy the times where everyone is happy and coexisting peacefully.
Okay, so from that, why don't you go ahead and describe for me your work ethic?
I would describe my work ethic as reliable and consistent. I get work done on time and by standard. I personally like to start on my work early as to get it done early. Knowing what is expected of me, doing that early helps me to be more comfortable myself. And I enjoy my work. I find it easy to stay motivated and productive. I always feel better at the end of the day if I've been productive, and it helps making me feel relaxed, and I find it really rewarding.
Okay, so now to follow up with your work ethic, my next question for you is for you to describe for me your work style.
I have a very supportive and creative working style. I keep on top of my projects and can successfully juggle multiple projects at one time. I also value input from my teammates, and I do well in making sure that projects flow among each participant, and I can create new projects for a team or class to work on. And I make sure that everyone has their part to complete and that it will be complete before the designated time.
Okay, so now with this job, you're going to have a lot of people you would be working with. So can you tell me how do you work well with others?
I think I do work well with others. I enjoy working with coworkers and students, collaborating in efforts to get a job done and done well. And I have the support necessary to work with children. I do well in group projects and can manage them if needed.
Do you take your work home with you?
I do. I'm aware of the extra work that teachers have to take home, creating lesson plans for their students and activities for the next week to keep their children engaged. I understand that taking work home is common, whether to grade or create.
Okay. Gwyneth, what are you passionate about?
I'm passionate about helping people. I really enjoy working with kids and adults to solve problems and motivate them to do their best. I'm also passionate about reading, writing, and singing, and I want to use those skills to make learning fun for the kids.
Okay, and then my final question for you, Gwyneth, is what motivates you?
I'm motivated by the people around me. Yes, I can be self-disciplined and complete things on my own terms, but it really helps me when what I'm doing is either with another person or for another person.
Okay, Great. Thank you for answering those questions.